So I'm just on my way up to another spot and found what looks to me like a bobcat track in the snow. And I can't really tell if you can see it. But it's kind of working its way off. Going into the woods like they do. Pretty cool. Not really sure if that is a bobcat track or not, but it looks a lot like a cougar print, except a lot smaller. It's probably 1.5 inches wide. If you look at the track, it's very linear. Cats seem to walk that way. I think it's a pretty good guess. It's definitely too small to be a cougar. So, anyhow, pretty cool. I'm gonna keep hiking, and I'll get back with you soon. Just kind of heading up a deer trail here, and gonna probably try to somehow get up the hill. It's definitely a workout. We've had not a lot of snow total for the year, but we've had some pretty good amounts dumped at one time, so there's a lot of snow on the ground right now, and it's pretty soft. I'm actually kind of side hilling, so it's super easy to slip, and apologize for the shaky video. I'm not on like a designated trail per se, but I do have a GPS and I use it every time I go out. Even though I'm pretty sure I can find my way back. It's not supposed to snow tonight or tomorrow, so I can obviously follow my tracks back, but I still use it. You just never know. Ooh, yeah, it's slick here. You just never know what's gonna happen, and it takes only a minute to plug your waypoint in. So I'm gonna keep up this hill and see what's over the crest. Well, I think I found the spot that I'm going to set up my tarp. This will be the first time ever camping in a tarp. So it's just that cheapo blue tarp that I had in my first video, and it's got holes in it, but it's not supposed to snow. You can see it's a pretty nice day out. So I'm not too worried about, having anything go through the tarp. Really, it's more there just to hold my heat in. So, great day. There's areas with a lot of snow. There's areas with not so much. This area is a little bit more packed down, or I don't really know why there's not so much here. But I like it, and it'll be a good place to make a little fire, keep me warm, and have an awesome night. I'm gonna go look for some wood and clean the shelter up, set the tarp up a little bit, and I'll kind of show you what I did. So, catch you soon. Clear some of the snow out, at least just enough to where I can lay down and sleep for the night. Got some wood, still have a lot more to go. This is really dry pine, so it's gonna burn pretty fast. As far as gear goes, like I said, that cheap tarp. I've got a little headlamp there, some 550 cord, an axe. Need that out here, more 550 cord hanging on the tree. I love how these trees provide a sort of a natural hanger for you. I've got a sleeping bag that I just bought that's supposed to be good to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It's supposed to get down, the town near me said somewhere around 13 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, and I'm probably 1,000 feet above them, so it could get down to single digits, so it's going to be I think a little bit of a rough night, but I'll survive, and the fire's going to help out a lot. So I'm going to go cut some more wood. I found a dead pine over here that I'll take a few pieces from it. It's not very big, but every little bit counts. So here goes nothing, right? Cool. A little bit of snow on that log, huh? Alright, I'm going to take a break and got some more wood. Here's the wood that I collected so far. It's one thing that I'm not sure of yet. This is really only the second time that I've collected the wood that I burnt, or plan to burn. Normally I bring it in from home, so still kind of trying to figure out how much is enough. I'm going to delay making a fire just to be safe. I don't think I'll need one to last me the entire night, but it would be nice to last, into the early morning. So I'm going to try to be a little stingy on the firewood and wait till it's good and dark before I make a fire. Tarp's rigged up. Really, it's just kind of holding my stuff and keeping it off the snow. Another question that I have is if there's a good rule of thumb as far as how far you make your fire from your actual sleeping bag. So I'd heard one big step is sort of a good rule of thumb. So I'm going to try that out, and worst case scenario is I have to move it back a little bit, but we'll see. If you watched the first video that I made, the only video that I've made, I guess, so far, you saw me struggle just a little bit with that ferro rod. My goal today is to not do that. So one thing that I learned is make smaller shavings, make sure your wood is dry. Nice thing about today is, super nice day, not snowing. Everything seems to be dry. So hopefully I can get it started much quicker. It probably took me 25 minutes of rearranging my bundle and, you know, striking away. So my goal is for this time 5 minutes or less. So let's see if I can do that. I'll get back with you when I attempt. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to be able to wait till dark because I don't know how long it's going to take me to start that fire. I probably am going to have to start before dark, probably before dusk even, just to be safe. You know, worst case scenario is, well, I can't get it lit. I do have matches and some birch bark with me, so I'm going to have a fire, you know, and be safe, right? Be smart. Always have your contingency plan. I don't think I'll need matches. I really doubt it. I got one started last time, so, and conditions are much better today. Not snowing. There's snow on the ground. The wood seems dry. Yeah, so trial and error, folks. That's the way I learn. YouTube helps too. I love YouTube. It's freaking awesome. I've learned a lot, and I've been able to put to practice some of that stuff that I've learned, so super cool. Anyhow, I'll stop chatting and probably start sawing some wood into smaller pieces, chopping those up with the axe, getting things ready for tonight. Another thing that I did last time was, you know, I was sort of frantically sawing, you know, and I didn't have as much time to just relax by the fire. So I have a good hour and a half before the sun goes behind that hillside. Sort of put your hand out under the sun, and one hand width is sort of an hour's worth of sun. So if you've got one hand width between the bottom of the sun and the top of the ridge, that sort of means you got about an hour before it hits that ridge. It's a good rule of thumb, pun intended. It seems to work, so that's what I use. All right, well, I'll catch you later. See what I mean by dry? You can't get any better than that. Super light, no dark coloration on the edges. That's good stuff, my friends. That is good stuff. Cutting wood's fun. It's I don't know, I feel like a kid again. And it's kind of nice to feel that way. You know, it's really basic stuff, but yeah, it's super cool. I'm enjoying this. So my arms were getting a little tired from sawing, and I thought, well, I still gotta saw a lot of wood. How am I gonna do this? And then I remembered a little trick that I learned on using very different muscles to saw at least small things, you know. So if you've got something like this, you just want to break down into smaller pieces. You can use the saw to put it on the ground. I put a stick right there, and you'll see I can put my feet on that. And then I take another stick and put it right in front of the saw. I'm not sure if you can see that. This particular saw, this seems like a good idea. Other saws, you might not need to do it. It depends on the design of the saw. And then it's just a matter of finding the length you want and sort of pushing it up and down. And it works. It's kind of odd to feel this side over here, it's so long it's just flopping all over the place, but you know, as you cut it down smaller and smaller, it gets easier and easier. And I'm sure there are even better techniques. There we go. Sort of binding up on me a little bit. I think the teeth on this saw are just a little bit too big. At first I liked it, but I think it seems to bind easier. But it uses totally different muscles. You know, you're using your back muscles as opposed to kind of more, well, you're using your back when you're doing it the traditional style too. But it's more, I feel it more in my shoulders when I do it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this style. I like it. Okay, I gotta be quick. My battery is about to die, unfortunately. I do have another one with me, but I just wanna lose some light here. Can't help but lift that thing up when it does that. Well, the battery ran out, but I got it going. I hope it caught some of that. At least you could see the flame that I got, but yeah, I don't think it did. I should have switched the battery out. Rookie mistakes. Oh well. Well, life is good. It's a beautiful night. And I'm just gonna warm up my feet and relax. That is the enchilada, and it is delicious. Warmed up to perfection. Man, it feels good to get some warm food in. Start to dry these clothes off a little bit. There's quite a bit of moisture in them. I kind of broke a winter rule of no getting sweaty when you're up in the mountains and it's below zero, well below zero. But this fire is going to help out a lot. I still have a few hours before I'm going to go to bed, so there should be plenty of time to dry off. But you can see the steam coming off my pants. So the fire's doing its job. It's keeping me warm. I feel really comfortable. I just have a fleece sweatshirt on. Don't need any gloves, but I do have them. Yeah, I just hope the wood lasts for a while, and other than that, we're doing well here. Just wanted to show you my wonderful dinner I'm having. I'm super stoked about it. I'm so hungry, so I'm gonna get back to eating. Good morning. I made some shavings, and I just made a lot more than I normally do. I want to see if that does it. I'm really curious to know if that's what I've been doing wrong. It's just not putting enough shavings on there. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm not going to work too hard. Oh, well, that was a lot quicker than the last one, so I'm going to call that knowledge gained. Sweet. Well, I'm packing up. I had just the right amount of wood, and show you what I've got going on here. There's the fire. I got up, yeah, early, like 4 a.m. early, and the sleeping bag that I had worked out really well. I stayed warm, and it was pretty comfy. There's my sleeping pads, just cheap foam, and my bench from last night. I was going to burn that if I needed to. Thankfully I didn't, because that's a lot of work cutting it up. Yeah, it was a good night. First night. Tarp camping, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I stayed warm. I just can't believe that, because it's chilly out. That shavings are still going. That's pretty awesome. Super stoked about that. Anyhow, I wanted to redeem myself. It took a lot longer yesterday than I was hoping it would, and yeah, I'm figuring it out. So I'm going to call this a trip. Thanks for watching.